Hey there, Squirrel Army, it's time to do 5 more cards that need reprinting in Commander Masters. You can join the Squirrel Army by subscribing. Alright, so the last video I did on this did well, so I'm doing it again because there are so many cards in the format that need to be reprinted. And let's start with Demonic Tutor. This card's over $40, at least USD, so that seems pretty darn high. It was fairly-ish reprinted in the Ultimate Masters set, so that wasn't really that long ago, though 2018, I'm saying 2018 wasn't long ago, it was 5 years ago, but still, that wasn't actually really that long ago, honestly. But still, it's still a powerhouse card in most decks. It's not a card that I play, but the thing is, so many people do play these sorts of cards, so it's not about me and what I want and what I like for the most part. This card's way too expensive for the most part for most people to think about including it in their deck, and it's such a staple card that it needs to be reprinted so that people can get access to this, so that there's more supply, so that the price is down, so more people can get access to it. So again, it just needs to be reprinted, Wizards. What are you doing? Next, I am cheating a bit on a lot more of these next entries and that, but it is what it is. That's how many cards need reprinting in this format. I'm literally cheating on my own list, but it's my list and I don't really care. All of these cards, Esper Sentinel, Teferi's Protection, and Smothering Tithe, these all need reprinting. They're all over $30, and that's just too much for these cards. I don't even like Teferi's Protection. I don't like any of these cards that much, actually, but again, they need to be reprinted because that many people play these cards. I especially don't like playing against these cards because it's always so annoying playing against these cards. I never seem to have any luck with any of these cards for the most part because I forget about them for the most part and just go, whatever, I forgot it. It was 20 minutes ago that I forgot it, or whatever it was. It wasn't literally, but too late now, I forgot about it, so... And most people tend to not help me out, even though I help them out. Whatever. Doesn't matter. That's another discussion for another time sometime. Remembering triggers, folks. But anyway, yes, it's just one of those things that these cards just... I think Esper Sentinel's one of the cheaper ones here, but still it's over $35. So again... It still needs to be reprinted so that more people can get access to this, and it's not such an exorbitant price. It's not the most exorbitant card out there, but again, we just need a bit more of a reprint out there, Wizards, so that it's not so high. More people can get this in their deck. And same with Smothering Tithe and Teferi's Protection. If you want to play these cards, these very powerful cards, well, they need to be reprinted so that you've actually got a legit access to them at a legit price to get them at. Alright, next, we've got these 3 blue cards. And as I said, I'm really cheating on all these other ones. Cyclonic Rift, Mana Drain, and Rhystic State. Mana Drain was only just reprinted in the last Double Masters set. And it's still over $45 USD. So it's just insane. All of these are over 45 USD. All of them. Like, what the heck? These need to be able to be got in large supply by the players. And again, some things have lowered the price, especially like alternate arts of Cyclonic Rift and alternate arts of Mana Drain and whatnot. But again, we just need more so that more people can play these cards. These aren't cards that I would play, but again, these are cards that people are playing and that are a high price and that would be worthy of a reprint. So, yeah. Next one, Dark Side. My God, there's so many cards that are in here that have been reprinted sort of recently. This was reprinted in the Double Master set as well. But it's over $70 again. It's ridiculous. ridiculous. That's USD again. But again, it's so ridiculous that this card is at this price. It's just insane. It's one of the most popular red cards, I think, in the format. It's probably the only red card that I think... oh, no, I think there's one more. There's only one of the red card that I think I was talking about in this whole list. Most of the cards are white, blue, and black here, I think. Actually, I'm not talking about that many black cards, honestly, am I? So I'm talking about more red cards than black cards. So, oh no, I talked about the Tudor, so whatever. But anyway, it is so crazy to me that some of these cards. I only have this in one deck because it's all about treasures and whatnot and clues and all that sort of stuff. So it really helps out that deck. So yeah, it's just one of those things. There's some people that, you know, even though I'm not super in love with this card, I don't have that many red decks, obviously, anyway. But still, like, I'm not super in love with this card, and even if I did have some red decks, I probably wouldn't put it in unless it really fits with something that I'm trying to do for the most part, because, again, it's just too expensive, and I can't get my hands on a copy of it just for, well, shits and giggles, just because it's a staple card, again. So, and I invest a lot of money into this game, really. So again, if somebody like me who does invest fairly heavily in the format saying, well, I can't really afford this in every deck if I was to put it in, well, you've got a problem there. You know, you've really got to reprint this so it's down to at least 30-something bucks, because it's a ridiculously good card that needs to be out there for more people to be able to get access to and be able to actually buy. Last one. Again, cheating, but whatever. These three have not been reprinted since, when was it? 2020. Jesus. I thought it was before that, but whatever. It still doesn't matter. These cards are all over $50. I think Fierce Guardianship is the most expensive among these, for probably obvious reasons. But again, you know, it's one of those things. These cards are staple cards of the decks that they, or the colours that they go in. I would love a Deadly Rollick for my Chatterfang deck, and maybe a couple other decks, but it's just like, well, I don't have the money for it, because again, it's just, again, too expensive. It's too hard to get a copy of that's, you know, not severely damaged, that's actually, like, viably cheap. So it's just one of those things. And again, as I'm saying, I'm a very invested Magic player who doesn't mind, you know, buying $100, $200 cards sometimes, but they are mainly synergy cards. These are mainly luxury cards or whatnot for the most part. But again, like, if somebody like me who's very invested in the game can't pull myself to afford these cards, you've got a real big problem in the fact that your cards are too expensive and the need for them to be reprinted. So these cards just need to be reprinted. They belong in almost every deck that has their color again. So, you know, but that's pretty much all I've got to say here for this one. Tell me, guys, if you want to see some more. I don't even know what else I can really talk about in this upcoming Commander Masters reprint set. But you can let me know some cards if you want to see some cards on a list like this. I will make them if people do suggest cards as well, and that sort of thing. So you can certainly suggest cards, write your thoughts down there in the comments below. Hope you've enjoyed, and hope to see you again in the next one.